was a long break, but I'm back with plenty to talk about. Pitt football blew a game against West Virginia. The Steelers' defense choked again. And the only positive note, the Pens are rolling. The Panthers put up a solid effort against the Mountaineers this past Friday, but Noel Devine was too much to contain. He's one of the most explosive players in the country, and he displayed that against Pitt. Pitt has to refocus for the de facto Big East Championship game with Cincinnati this weekend. The defense will have to prepare for a heavy passing attack with two talented quarterbacks. If the line can get a good pass rush, it will go a long way towards sending Pitt to a BCS bowl game. The Bearcats are weak up the middle on defense, and although it is redundant to say, Dion Lewis will need to be a workhorse for Pitt to get the win. The Steelers took the Ravens to overtime Sunday night, but it shouldn't have gotten that far. The defense allowed an 86-yard game-winning drive by the Ravens that included a 4th and 5 conversion by Ray Rice. The defense has looked horrible without Troy, and James Harrison might want to teach the rest of the defense how to tackle. The offense showed just how much talent they really have by competing with a strong Ravens defense, even with Dennis Dixon starting. I'm a huge Dixon fan, but even I didn't expect him to play as well as he did. We need to lock him up as a backup and get rid of Batch. With all the hits Ben takes, we need a talented backup. Another thing about Ben, nobody should question that guy's toughness. Yes, that means even Hines Ward. He takes more hits than any other quarterback, much of them brought on by himself, but he is almost always playing. He came back from a car accident and an appendectomy to play in the same season. If any quarterback is tough, it's Ben. Hines Ward needs to quit talking and play the game. He is having a great year, but I lost a lot of respect for him for his comments, apology or not. He has always been a team leader, but when you call out your quarterback, it's a good way to fit the typical mold of a diva wide receiver in the NFL. Hopefully, him and the rest of the team can redeem themselves against the pitiful Raiders this weekend. All right, here's the good stuff. Penguins hockey has been fantastic. They've been playing great over the break. 2 wins over the Rangers. They sit first in the Atlantic Division and second overall in the East. Very impressive considering we still have some injuries we're dealing with. Mike Rupp had a hat trick Monday night, just showing that with all the talent we have, anyone can be a goal scorer. Malkin has 8 points in the past 6 games, and Crosby has 17 goals so far this year, and 5 in the past 2 games against the Rangers. The team is getting hot again, and they may be able to pull away from the pack if they continue to play like this. Because first place Washington lost Ovechkin to a knee injury Monday night. Although the injury isn't considered severe, he also received a game misconduct for the second time in 3 games. He plays dirty and the league is cracking down on it. I doubt either will stop the action, but I hope someone does. Ovi is only hurting his team if he plays like that and gets kicked out of games, but the NHL might not want to go after one of their premier players like that. The Patriots dynasty is officially over. With the Saints' big win over the Pats Monday night, the era of Brady and the hoodie is coming to an abrupt end. The core of their team is depleted, the defense is weak, and their offensive line is getting old, and the run game suffering. Teams are able to counter their 4 and 5 wide receiver sets and slow down their offense, but the real thing that is killing them now is Belichick. He doesn't seem as smart as he once was, and maybe it's showing what his players really did for him or the great assistant coaches he had around him. They have 0 road wins this year, which goes back to their mental toughness. I think that their loss to the Saints was an extension of the collapse against the Colts. That 4th down failure is going to be looked at as the end of an era in the NFL. Thanks for watching the Buzz on Sports. See you next time.